Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as Spain in the Road to 56 mod. Alright, so before we jump into it, I'd like to talk about our strategy for this episode, for the upcoming war with the Axis and everything. Because frankly guys, we are not going to be able to defeat Denmark as things are right now. There's no way. You can see here, because we just loaded up the game, you can see what divisions they have temporarily until we let it play 1 hour, and then those would disappear, it'll become question marks again. But we can see that they have, 8, 10, 11 divisions here, and then of course we only have 8, so they outnumber us. And then we're going across a strait, so we get that penalty, and that's the reason why we can't win here, guys. Also, with that very high defense, that's not just from the strait. That's also very much something that they have. Remember, they have their own focus tree. I don't really know what their focus tree looks like, but perhaps they got something that, I don't know, I'm not really seeing anything. But yeah, perhaps they got something that might have increased their defense, their division defense. Perhaps it's something along here that is increased division defense. I guess it'd be military staff. You can see they have all their military staff. There's artillery defense. Division attrition, division attack. Yeah, maybe not, but I don't know. We could look across all these as well. But they got a very, very high defense, and part of that is from the straits. Frankly, we're not gonna be able to break through there, guys. Not without Marines. Somebody had said do a naval invasion. We could do a naval invasion from like one of these ports here over to Copenhagen. The problem with that is that you have to have ships cover the invasion, or you can't do the invasion, and we can't get ships in here because, again, we do not have control of these straits. They're still contested. We need to get control. We have to control these provinces in order to do the naval invasion. So, not an option. Frankly, we're not going to be able to get in, guys, unless they move those divisions up to the Soviet border. That's the only way that we're going to be able to break in. So we're just going to have to leave an enemy here on our doorstep. There's not really anything else I can do. Yeah, I don't know what else we'd do here. Because yeah, we can't get in. So what I think we're going to do is go ahead and start planning for the war with the Axis, guys. Now, I don't want to go just yet, because what we need to wait for is for the Baltic Entente to be completely defeated, which means that Estonia, because they're the leader, they're the last country that has to be defeated. So once Estonia is defeated, annexed, which the Axis would have to do with the naval invasion, so maybe the Italians or maybe the Germans, but probably the Italians, they've been doing all the naval invasions. If they can do a naval invasion over here, they can get them conquered, and then there'll be a peace treaty. And so, for example, if we went to war with them now, and we attacked into Portugal here, because remember they have all Portugal now, then we would just liberate them. This land would go back to Portugal, and we'd never get it under our control. But if they get a peace treaty, then they get to conquer all of, annex or puppet all of France, Portugal, North Africa, and everybody else who's in that faction, which would then allow us to take that territory in a peace treaty, and we get to hold it during the war. We get to occupy it and get all the resources and factories and stuff from it, manpower. We get all that stuff because we'll be occupying it. So overall, it's really only advantageous for us to wait to declare war until after they finish up with Estonia. So that's what we're going to wait on. And while we do that, we're going to build up, because right now we have 4 fronts. That's 1 here in North Africa, 2 against Portugal, 3 in France, and then the 1 over here in Denmark. 4 fronts with the Germans, and frankly, we do not have the numbers that we need to be able to do that. So we're going to go ahead and start building up, guys, getting prepared for this conflict. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put these guys into this training army here. We're going to get rid of that. We're not going to be able to do naval invasions, guys, until we at least wrap up. At the very least, the Portuguese front has to get wrapped up. So we're going to put those 2 into the training army, let them train up. We might train up some of these guys as well eventually, but let's let them get all on their fronts and stuff. And you know what? I think that this one's all messed up too. We're going to have to pull this back and then create a separate front here, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah, it needs to have its own separate front on this side, because they just won't cover these 2 provinces that absolutely need to be covered. So we'll go ahead and get that fixed. Also, let's make some adjustments to our division designs, guys. We have a bit of experience, and I think what we're going to do is change up the tanks, because we've been building these. I've been wanting to get them light self-propelled artillery. It's going to be 8 experience. So let's get that in there. And then can we do anything else? Can we do like the supporting? And we can do the support anti-tanks. So yeah, we want to give them some anti-tanks. Can't add anything else right now, but that's okay. We'll just do the 18 experience for that. make our tanks a little bit better. So we'll give them those. Then let's go ahead and send some more troops to the Denmark front, not to actually win, but to go ahead and start building up in preparation to invade here. So it's largely going to be defense, but I am going to attempt to invade. So we will need somebody that can do that. We have a tank unit here, and we have a motorized. We would want some faster units here on this blue front. I'm thinking like 10 divisions should be enough. So like one more motorized and one more tank, I think would do the trick, guys. So let's just go ahead and send 2 of these from this red army over to there. The red army is going to go ahead and get assigned to right here. And we'll talk about what we're going to do with them a little bit later. We'll see how well we get them built up. And then, yeah, these guys should head on over there on their own. Shouldn't have to worry about that. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all we needed to do. Though I did want to show you guys that I did change the name of these ships here. We had them as the Toma cruise. And I based that off of what somebody had suggested, but they did say that they were just kind of making a name up. They didn't really know how it would be in Spanish. And I thought it wasn't correct or whatever, because I don't think that's actually a name. Toma, I had somebody comment that it should have been Tomo, since it's the male name, but I don't think that's right either. I don't think those are names, because those are both basically the word tomar, which means to take or to drink. And then remember, in Spanish, every word is changed. The end of it is changed based on who you're talking about, who's taking or who's drinking. So tomo would be I drink, I take. Toma would be, I believe that's third person. So if it's like he or she drinks, so El or Ea takes or drinks. And then Tomas here. Technically, that would be, if you're using the same Tomar here, then that would be, what would be, I think, them, they, or something? I might be wrong about that one. But I think that's like a plural third person. Again, I could be wrong there. Or maybe that's you, if I say you drink. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. It's been a long time since I took Spanish. But anyways, the point is that none of those are names. I don't know if there is a English version of Tom, but there is a Spanish version of Tom, but there is a Spanish version of Thomas, which is Tomas. It would be, the A would be accented. I don't know how to write accents in this. So that's what we're going to change it to, just so we don't have any issues with people not wanting the name to be Toma. So it'll be Tomas. It'll be Tomas Cruise. And I guess this sounds better too. Flows off the tongue a little bit better. All right, so you notice we have military factories. That's because I did change up the equipment. I commented about that on the last episode, that the reason why we're not able to build our troops very fast is because we had all of our factories going towards planes. So we're going to go ahead and tick them into some of the other equipment that we need. And I waited to put that last factory in because I need to see what we need here after I made that adjustment. So light self-propelled artillery is now at 86. Not bad. Okay. So can we get any more units? Yeah, we can. So let's go and get a couple more units here, and we're going to want a lot of infantry. We are lacking quite a bit of equipment. So let's take a look at the current stockpile and then make adjustments based on how this looks. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull back from planes quite a bit, guys, because we've really pumped into planes for quite some time. And I think it's about time to go ahead and really start building the army up now that we have the manpower to do so. So let's go get some more motorized. What else might we need here? More support equipment would be a good idea. More anti-tanks too. And I guess that's all we have. We should probably get tanks as well. Oops, I didn't mean to go that much. Let's go into anti-tanks there. All right, so that might change the resource situation. Yes, it did. We don't need as much aluminum since we are no longer building so many planes. And we should probably just stop trading with them. I'm going to take a while to guess they're going to lose all of their rubber sources. We do now need to trade for some tungsten. Let's trade with India. That'd be helpful because they're at war with Japan, so helping them out would be useful. And we need more steel. Let's trade with the Soviets for this then. All right, looks solid. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Yeah, let's go and let it play. So we're going to be playing the waiting game. Oh, the Italians just did the invasion. All right, but they invaded here, so they don't have a port yet. So they could get pushed back into the sea. Yeah, we're just going to sit on speed 5. That's probably going to be the whole episode. Unfortunately, I know we had a lot of peace episodes, guys. And there's going to be one more because we need to build up on these fronts here. We need to take our time, build this up. Get the war goal, which we're going to get through the national focus, and then most importantly, wait for Estonia to get defeated. But yeah, we can get all these techs, guys. We can build a bunch of troops. There's a lot of stuff we can do while we wait here. But let's go and start preparing. And what I'm going to do is let's use one of these slots here to go ahead and start getting these encryption and decryptions. I guess we'll start with decryption. I usually do encryption, but I would like to see what everybody's working on. And it's not like we're going to get the combat bonus. There's no way we'll get it. I'm also going to move these guys. They're not going to provide us any benefit. There's no reason to have them over there. It's going to take a bunch of fuel down, moving them over here, but that's okay. Let's get them going back to the Mediterranean. Make sure we're not training anybody here. We don't need to. I almost want to go and take some submarines and put them over here. Maybe get up to 10 submarines in this area here, which means we'd be able to cover one more if we wanted to. But you know what? Frankly, this is probably enough. I don't know what we'd cover anyway. I guess we could cover the Norwegian Sea if we wanted to. But I think this is pretty much good, but just getting some more submarines out there would be useful. So let's go ahead and send like 2 more of our level 2 submarines. In fact, let's get some level 1s out there. I think all those are level 2s. We'll just get some level 1s. We need ones that aren't damaged though. So we'll just take some level 2s, put them over here, stop them from their training, and go ahead and put them on to convoy rating. And they'll make their way over there and help sink convoys there. And they're attacking us and losing. You know what? The British are sending so many troops over here. We're going to have supply issues, aren't we? So you know what we should probably do? We're still building that up, but you know what? I think we should build the naval base up here. You know what? We're sending so many troops over there. I think it would be a good idea to get it fairly large, actually. So let's send a bunch. I think that would be wise. All right. So we do need to train these guys up too. You can see a lot of them don't have any experience. So let's in fact go ahead and do that now. Let's get them. Let's grab all the ones that are lacking experience and get them put into like a little special training army up here. We'll make them yellow so we know where they're supposed to go. And then just get them training up. I think all these guys are probably good, yeah, because we haven't changed up those division designs anytime recently. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Oh, these guys are done. Okay, so let's go and take these ones and get them placed. You know what? We need more troops over here. And let's go and extend this border as well. Let's go and place them over there. So we'll have some actually decent troops over there. See what we sunk over here. Now 5 convoys there, nice. All right, excellent. We got the improved artillery upgrade, fantastic. Let's go and keep on going down there. We're on 1941. You know what? Actually, we should get the anti-tanks first since those have to be built. So yeah, let's get those researching. Sunk a convoy there. Okay. We'll keep an eye on our planes as well. Make sure we don't train them past when they need to be. And yeah, just let this play. I assume it's going to be, oh, I don't know, 6 months if I had to guess. It's probably going to be this whole episode, as I said. And you know, it doesn't hurt for us to build up. We're going to be facing a enemy that's much more powerful than us. So yeah, it's not going to hurt us building up a little bit. So we need to get the submarines. We do have a national focus though that gives us a research bonus. So let's get other things first. Let's see, we have these ones here, which we can go and go all the way that way. We can get this one to get more Pearson and attack. We could go and get the, yeah, that one's pretty good too. I also want to go with this one just so we have that higher attack for all of our ships. You know, I think we will go ahead and do that. Though we could spend research to get these, while we can't spend research for these. They take 100, so they're a lot more. 172 days to knock that out. How long do these ones take? Without the bonus, 210 days. All right, so we should probably go ahead. Well, that was only 136 without the research, and that one's pretty good, and it's the last one. You know what? We'll go and get this one. It's the quickest one for us to get. We really want to make our ships as good as possible, since again we're going to be focusing on quality over quantity. It sunk 2 submarines there. Nice. Probably help. We had our planes out there helping, but I'd assume the British Navy might have been helping there too. I didn't actually see. We got the fortify the French border, so we're going to have to take a look at that and see how that looks there, and if we need to build out any further. So we could go with the mechanization effort, so we can get the domestic tank designs, and that would allow us to get the medium tanks. However, it's not really a big priority for me to get medium tanks at this moment, because there's so many other stuff that we need. Like this, if we want to get the submarines, the better submarines out there. This for doctrine bonuses. This does give a land doctrine bonus, though. Oh, we should probably fortify our islands. Yeah. This would give us resources and more civilian factories. All right. So what we're going to do, let's go after the resources first so we can get more civilian factories. I'd like to have those because We do not have a lot. We have now 14 that are currently we're bouncing back and forth between 14 and 15. And Yunnan just joined the Allies because Japan declared war on them. So Japan is trying to conquer the rest of the warlords. They do not have 3 of them under their control. Oh, and the communist Soviet Republic Chinese Soviet Republic, excuse me, is also not under their control just yet. So we got our light tanks. Let's go ahead and get this here, the self-propelled artillery, and then let's go ahead and start building the new light tanks. That is going to require more steel, though. Damn it. All right. So even less civilian factories. We really need to start building some civilian factories. I think this here is so that we can get the oil. Yeah, we can get more oil there. So that would be helpful, so we don't have to trade for as much oil. We're also going to send some troops there, so that'll help keep them supplied. Let's see how we're doing. We're not doing too bad, but you can see that the British keep pumping more and more troops here, and as they do, yeah, I just don't, yeah, I think we'll have some major issues. I don't think we'll win here, guys. I can try to do an attack and see what happens. Yeah, there's no way. We just can't win. How can you, when they have 12 divisions and their defense is this freaking high? They have entrenchment as well. Yeah, there's no way. Look at our attack compared to their defense. They do have air support. We have air superiority though. They do have the decryption advantage, so they have that. So that makes a little bit of a difference, but it's not, even as we get those techs, it's not going to make enough of a difference where we're going to be able to win there. There's no way. Yeah, we just can't do it. So that's why we're planning for this. Oh yes, I was going to check the fortifications. Let's go and see what level they're at. I think it said level 5. Our level is 3. Okay, I thought it said 5. That is not going to be enough. It's enough on the mountains, but it will not be enough on these edges here. We probably have these guys done training. Let's take a look. Yeah, they are all done training, so let's go ahead and put them back into their armies, or into their fronts here. Let's get rid of all that. Okay, and not looking to do any of those. So what we need to do is build forts on the side here. 2 more fortifications there, and we will actually prioritize those above the radar stations. I want to make sure that they can't break through here. Those are the kind of soft spots here, so we don't want them breaking in. Let's go and deploy these, and this guy as well. And we can go and build some more infantry, though we are short on quite a few things. Yeah, looks like we're pretty short on anti-tank support equipment and motorized. Okay, so what we might want to do is pull back from planes even further. Well, actually, I like where the planes are at. Yeah, that's fine. We could pull back from light self-propelled artillery, I suppose. Go into anti-tanks, and we still need more on the support. All right, how are we doing on infantry equipment? I know we have a nice stockpile. Yeah, we got a nice stockpile of that. Let's just go and take this down then, and then put it into the anti-tanks. All right, so that looks good. We still need more motorized too. In fact, it looks like we need more of that than we do anti-tanks. We'll switch that up. Did that change resources? Yeah, we have more steel being traded for than needed. So that'll give us another civilian factory. Try and get that dockyard completed. I'm trying to build that up because I know that supply is going to become an issue. I just know it with all the troops that the British are going to send here. We don't want any supply issues. Let's take their Lend-Lease. Okay, yeah, that'll help us get those units built a little bit quicker. So there's that. This is this one here, which, yeah, we're going to wait to get that. We have other things I'd rather have right now. So we got the light self-propelled artillery, so we're done with tanks for a little while now. We already have something going there. We're not close enough 1942 to get 1942 techs at this point, so don't need to worry about that. We could go in and get the next radar stations. We don't even have the current ones built yet, and we're not going to put them into our ships anytime soon. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to want one of our slots going towards air doctrines and one going towards naval doctrines. Yes. So let's go ahead and do the convoy escorts. Although, wait a minute. Oh, it's not 1942, never mind. So let's go with the convoy escorts. We want to, again, really get those destroyers, able to combat the inevitable Axis submarines that we're going to have to fight. So we want to change these guys up for the next model here. And again, that does mess with the steel. So I have to trade for that. And we are short on fuel, interestingly enough. All right, well, let me just take a look and see what's happening with the navies. Yeah, these guys could be pulled out here. Oops. So we're gonna pull this guy out and put him into, okay, this is what we need to do. Let's put these guys over here for right now, and then just move these guys into there. And this light cruiser's going over to here, while this light cruiser goes over to there. All right. So I don't know if that's going to improve it at all. I suppose we'll find out. These guys are done training though. So let's go ahead and have them go to an air base somewhere. I suppose I can go right there. Just keep the training wings here so that I always know where they're at. And yeah, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and get the next air wing training up here. Get these guys. Pilot exercise, excellent. So I think we're gonna have to trade for more fuel. Clearly, we do not have enough, so we're gonna have to trade some of our civilian factories away, try and get that fuel situation a little bit better. Even then, it's not great. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to trade for even more. Well, you know what? We're about to get fuel from over there, and it's at least ticking up, so that's okay. We'll just leave it as is. We're about to get the, there we go. We can now change up a, probably get some military staff. We haven't got any of these yet. We're gonna want stuff for our army first. Yeah, that would probably be wise. So military high command. I don't know if we talked about this yet. I kind of feel like we did, but if we didn't, I'm gonna go for these three. I don't want to get the fleet logistic guys. Naval range is very helpful, but I feel like these three would be more useful for us. Enemy air support being reduced would be extremely helpful. And then, of course, this one would be great since we're not going to get that here. I'll show you what we're going to get there instead. And then making our screens better would also be great because I think we're getting something that helps our... Well, this helps both screens and capital ships. So yeah, for the navies, we're going to get decisive battle. For Air Force, we are going to get the air superiority bonus. And for Chief of Army, you can see we can get both an attack and a defense, but we're just going to rely on the military high command guy for that because I'm going for division speed here. And that's not going to help us immediately here. It will help us on the offensive, so we won't get that first. Let's start out with the military high command, and we will get the infantry division attack and defense. Pretty good overall. Since we do have so many infantry, so I think that'll be helpful. Again, though, I don't think that it'll be enough for us to do the attack here, so I'm not even going to bother. I mean, because we're so low. 30, yeah, that's extremely low, so there's really just no point. We are done here. Excellent. So let's see what we want to get next. So we are working on the naval doctrines, as I mentioned. We still need to get land doctrines, but I think we have like 4 to 5 research bonuses. And there's only 5 left, so, and from the national focus tree. So we don't want to get any of these until we get those research bonuses, and I think we are going to start working on that soon. We'll just let 1 go towards those. All right, once again, good on tanks and good on infantry equipment. So yeah, let's go with air doctrines now. We will go with the dive bombing to get the air support mission efficiency. And again, we'll keep our air experience for later models of planes, I think, or to maybe even make our current version of planes a little bit better. So we did get the anti-tanks. Now let's get the improved artillery upgrade. We do need to get the new anti-tanks out there. But yeah, doing this, guys, does allow us to kind of build up for a little while. And just get some of these things kind of fixed. Like these guys here should come on over here and get some experience, and then we'll put them back into that army, get their planning bonus back up. Just make sure everybody has at least regular experience. You know, all things that we can do here, but not going to war just yet. And we do have too much steel. So let's take this down. And yeah, fuel is just still in a very bad position, so we'll go ahead and trade for a bit more. Try and make that a little bit better. All right, so how are we doing on getting the ports built up? We almost have them all the way built. Because yeah, I don't want any supply issues there, and I know that we'll have them, especially once we go to war with Germany. That's such a low level that what we had there it wouldn't have been good enough, guys. I'll tell you that right now. I know for a fact. So we have this guy done. Let's put him into the Red Army over here. Get him moving over there. So the goal is here in Portugal will be to take the ports. We're going to want to take that one. And then, and there we go. The war's over. That's what we're waiting on. Looks like they finished up in Estonia. So Germany took 32 states. Italy took 41. Free France was annexed. Let's see. Vietnam. Okay, so most everybody else was puppeted. Very interesting. So yeah, you see these guys are puppeted. Estonia is now puppeted. So I imagine they'll get conquered pretty quick once the Axis goes to war with the Comintern. And then we have the Portuguese have also been puppeted, and they are now fascist, which means, this is what I was hoping, that means we can now get spread democracy by force and get the annexation war goal against them, which is exactly what we are going to do, friends. We're going to get that so that we can, that's what we'll use to declare war on the Axis. All right, hopefully they don't move any troops over here. I imagine they will, but there's not really anything I can do about it. We need to get that war goal, so it's fine. Is there anything else I should look at around the world? I guess we can keep it playing. Oh, we need troops over there. All right. You know what? We're going to move the troop from over here since we have these divisions here for right now. Let's get them covering here because there is going to be war here now. I was kind of hoping that we could avoid having a fight there, but that's not going to be the case. So we're going to have to move these guys as well. One to cover the port, or perhaps to just attack up this way. And then one to defend right here. I don't think we'll attack down here. I have zero interest in going down that way. There's really nothing here. I mean, there's like barely any resources. It's just not enough to warrant the amount of divisions we'd have to send down there. So I just want to entrench a division right here and just defend. And hopefully that'll work and we can hold them. So these guys, the tank is done anyways. Let's get them put back onto their front. But yeah, that does change up the situation a little bit. Also Vietnam, we saw that as well. They're part of the Axis. So that could cause trouble between the Axis and Japan. Because Japan wants all this territory. Interesting, yeah. This situation here in the Dutch East Indies has been crazy. It's just been going back and forth. I don't know who's going to win here. Really hard to say. We'll just have to keep our eye on it. And Japan just declared war on the Chinese Soviet Republic. Oh no! So we played as them last episodes, and I got last series. I got a soft spot for them now. I don't want them to get defeated. So these guys are done. Let's put them on to. We do need more troops in the Yellow Army. We need to get them up to 24. But let's put them over here because we don't even have enough to cover every province yet. I think that'll be enough, though. Yeah, that's enough. So what we'll do is take all other infantry divisions as we finish training them and put them into the Yellow Army. Let's take a look and see if we could. Yeah, we can deploy some of these guys. And let's go and see if there's more units we can put out there. Yeah, let's go and get a few more because we're only lacking, like, the anti-tanks and support equipment motorized. So we might want to, again, just take a look and see if there's anything that we could change up here. I mean, the only things we're really stocked on is artillery and infantry equipment. And we don't really have a lot of factories going towards those. These are upgrading, of course, which is pretty important. Self-propelled. I suppose we could pull back from that just to put the factory into something else. Like support equipment, perhaps? Or anti-tanks? Let's do anti-tanks. Try and get that deficit solved. These guys are done, and okay. So let's go ahead and dip over here, get this division put back into the Blue Army. And again, I'll try and do an attack once we have all the divisions back in there and see how it goes. We'll take a look and see if we can win. Probably not. As I said, I don't expect that we're going to win there. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is get like a year in this episode, and yeah, then we should be ready. Or I think I said 6 months, but yeah, I think it'll end up being like a year total. And reformed Tibet has capitulated. Okay, the Japanese have defeated them. We got decryption. Let's get encryption now, because you do have to have both of those to get that bonus, because it's your decryption versus their encryption that gets you the bonus. So we got to expand the Spanish mines. We'll have to take a look at our resource situation, see if we can pull back some of our civilian factories. And then we want to fortify the islands here next. So let's go and do that. Let's fortify the islands. And yeah, keep on declaring war on countries over there in China. And then we're done training over here. These guys, apparently they needed a lot of training. And can we make an adjustment? No, we need a lot more. All right, we'll just wait. Start Lend-Lease. We will accept. Yes, sir. Are any of these guys done training? There's one, but he's still getting planes. But what we'll do is just stop him from training until he gets those planes. Do we have any air wings? It looks like we do not. I think we're definitely losing some air wings in this battle here. We are controlling this, guys, of course, so that's good. But yeah, we are facing a little bit of resistance there. And let's go ahead and take a look, see if we sunk any convoys. And it looks like we're sinking some convoys throughout here. I think most of these are. I don't think any of these are troop convoys. Yeah, I think they're all. We're just sinking their supplies. Still useful though. Gives us naval experience and then causes them problems, of course. So still overall not a bad deal. These guys done yet, man? taking forever to train. Yeah, let's go and put them in there. Let them get their plan bonus up. Let them get their organization back up, and then we'll attack. And as I said, I do expect that it will not work. I don't think we'll be able to win there, unfortunately. All right, we could change up this here. It doesn't really matter though. And yes, we'll accept all these offers because we have the convoys, and yeah, I'd rather take that. We'll make better use of their supplies than they would, I'm sure. And yeah, just trying to get these guys trained up here. Got some units that can deploy, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll build one more of these out, one more motorized as well, even though we are lacking motorized by quite a bit right now. Let's get some more infantry equipment going, and then yeah, we'll just take a look. Ooh, fall of Stockholm. Oh, okay. So Soviets are advancing. Maybe they'll pull divisions off, but they haven't really been like very interested in pulling divisions to deal with the north here, with the situation up there. Do we have planning bonuses for everybody? Yeah. Let's go ahead and try again, guys. See if it works. That's what we did. We got it up to 35, from 30 to 35. So no, we cannot win. There's no winning there. It's unfortunate. If we had Marines or even bombardment support, if we could move our navies over here. I mean, just, yeah, going across those straits with that many divisions, it's not possible. But maybe they'll pull them back. We'll just have to see. So we're still building here to get the fuel up, because we're still having fuel trouble. In fact, so much trouble that we're going to go ahead and give the Soviet Union one more factory. Try and get that those fuel issues dealt with. Let's take a look at our Navy here. Apparently I don't have the training ships going into here, but I guess that's okay. Oh, nice. We have that done. That's okay. That's going to save us a lot of fuel, guys. Yeah, that'll save us a lot of fuel because we were training the heavy cruiser, so that was taking up a ton of fuel. We don't care about the war propaganda against Japan. Not interested in doing that. Okay. Yeah, so that should help with the fuel situation by quite a bit. Try and get this stockpiled up again. So it seems, yeah, about a year. We got improved artillery upgrade 2. Excellent. Getting pretty close in 1942. Close enough that I am going to go ahead and go after the 1942 advanced computing machines. It's only a month away. It's that penalty isn't that bad, guys. Not bad at all. We'll go for it. Are any of these guys here on training here? We do. We have a motorized troop done training. Let's throw him into the Red Army. And then also, you know what we should do? We should go ahead and get some more of these guys. We're going to need them. We don't have enough. So let's go ahead and have them training up. And make sure reinforcements are deprioritized. Or excuse me, prioritized. And these guys are deprioritized. Let's have them go to the training army. Alright, excellent. Those guys are pretty easy to build. So we'll get 5 of those for defensive purposes. Experience of that 15. I'm looking to get it in 25 before making the next adjustment. I want to go ahead and adjust the mountain troops. I want to get them up to 20 with, guys. And we can do that now, but we just don't have the experience to do it yet. All right, so we got atomic research. That's a huge research bonus. Very nice. I think we're done over there. We got 2 slots going towards that right now. We got air doctrines going. We got naval doctrines going as well. Do we have a naval tech going? Because we still need the submarine hulls, but yeah, we can't get that yet. All right, well, that's fine. We have land doctrines. I think we need to continue down here. Let's get the anti-tanks. 56 days away to get that. The next anti-tank upgrade, which is going to be useful because, yeah, we aren't going to have the larger tanks more than likely, so we're going to have to rely on anti-tanks to defend against the German larger tanks. Those mediums, you would know they'll have mediums, and perhaps they might even have a few heavies as well. So we're going to want to be able to defend against those. We got encryption. Excellent. Let's go ahead and go after the next decryption. Try and get that bonus, or at the very least make sure the enemy doesn't have the bonus. So diesel-powered emergency pumps has been grabbed. Fantastic. And again, I think we're going to be done here for right now. Just work on the naval doctrines with that slot. And I think we could probably go ahead and go with some 1942 techs. And what I want to start out with is the Field Hospital 3s. Once again, manpower is an issue for us. It's going to be an issue for the entire campaign. So it would behoove us to make sure that we... let's just move these guys to Madrid right now. So yeah, it would behoove us to make sure that we have, you know, as many of the field hospital upgrades as we can get. All right, so just waiting for these guys. And yeah, I'm not worried about generals and stuff over here because we'll see how it looks when we actually go to war. But yeah, this is just going to be preparation episode as we get these national focuses done. So let's, now that we have that one, the fortify the islands, let's go ahead and go after the spread democracy by force, because I believe they should still be ticking up their democracy, which means that's not going to be an option much longer. Yeah, look at fascism. It's declining. It's at 51%. It was much higher because I want to say they still have, yeah, daily democracy support here. So definitely want to get that while we can. Hopefully we have enough time to get it now before they flip over, because that pissed me off because we already had that happen once. So yeah, that gives us the war goal, guys. So after we have that, we can declare war whenever we want. And doing so early would probably be wise because this is open right now. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff we need to get as well. I'm not liking where our troop situation is looking, but it might get better now that we have these troops done. So let's go ahead and get 3 on each of our weak sides here. So they can't break through. We don't have the mountains there. And then we'll put the rest over there. Let's get these guys here. I want to get a full 24 divisions into this yellow army. Oops, damn it. I declined to offer. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. All right, well, nothing to be done about it now. So these guys are done training, as are these guys. Well, he needs one more. We'll just wait till he gets that one more. We'll just stay here and watch him until he gets it. And then gets that last dude trained up. There we go. All right, excellent. So we're just gonna take these guys and move them over to here. And go ahead and get, well, you know what? We're not gonna get anybody trained up. We're pretty much good on, we pulled back plane production by quite a bit. So we're not producing them as fast as we were. And you know what? That's gonna help with the fuel situation a lot, which we've been having some issues with. These guys are done. Let's make sure they get into their training. And make sure that we don't have any big ships. Yeah, we have a light cruiser. It's big enough. We don't want that to train any more than they have to because of fuel concerns. But we do want to keep them training because I do want that naval experience. Like I could send all those submarines up here to sink more ships, more convoys, but I think we get more experience from the training than we do from convoy sinking. No, we don't want to do that just yet. We want to wait till they get a little bit higher. We can take a look at the casualties that we've seen so far. Sweden's almost defeated, 385,000 casualties. We haven't done any of that. We haven't even fought Sweden. We've taken 52,000 casualties. Denmark has taken 185. We did 40,000. So Denmark has done more casualties to us than we did to them, unfortunately. Norway, 2.9 thousand. They did 2.7. So we've done a little bit more casualties. Or no, they've done more to us as well. Yeah, I mean, we did naval invasions and we've been attacking across straits. So that explains why we've had those issues. Let's take these Lend-Lease offers, of course. So yeah, just playing the waiting game. The Soviets have almost defeated Sweden. So, and also reorganized government of China has capitulated. Oh wow, look at that. That is Japan's China has been defeated by the warlords. Japan's being pushed back. Look at that, guys. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, yeah, we just got to keep an eye on how things are going. Frankly, it looks like Japan's being pushed back across all fronts. Japan's having some issues. Well, except for here. Siam seems to be doing good, though I bet those are mostly Japanese troops. Oh, no, you know what? I tried to give the credit to Japan, but it's not. That's not the case. Okay. All right, so let me just take a look at the situation here. And didn't we just get something? Maybe, maybe not, and I've forgotten. Something popped up before the whole China thing, and now I've forgotten. I don't remember what the hell it was. I have no idea what it was. Alright, I guess it's not important what the hell it was. Oh yes, I was looking at Sweden. I was looking at the situation here in Sweden and curious if we could win here. You know what? I bet we can now. There we go. Alright. We're going to break in here because they did have to pull troops over here because they are being attacked on this side by the Soviets. So yes, we have finally broke through. Good God. All right, let's speed this down, or slow this down, excuse me. Oh, it's about time, man. I am so happy that we finally got that. Let's go move these guys over here. And then we're gonna move all the rest of them. Well, we gotta wait till they finish up the defense there. I just wanna make sure they don't get there before us, so we have that motorized troop going over there. Go ahead and take the rest of these and have them attack. All right, excellent. So we will get Denmark done before we go to war with Germany. That's very good news. I was kind of worried we're going to have them in our backside there for a while, which would not have been desirable. So yeah, very, very pleased that we are winning here now. And yeah, winning here, and yeah, we should get across, and we should get credit for all this as well because we're doing the attacks now, even though the British were the first to do the attack. Alright, so getting all our troops over to here, and then we'll attack over that way as soon as the defense is over. And just send everybody. We'll send these guys too as soon as they get over there. Okay, yeah, I just want Copenhagen. I don't want the Soviets to get it before us, which they might, because they should have their movement done by that point. All right, let's take a look at the convoys we sunk there. I do like looking at how we're doing on convoy sinking. And also, we have a tank here who could be pulled out and put into the Red Army. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so yeah, fantastic news, guys. We're getting these forts built up too, so should have those done soon. Okay, very, very good news. Quite pleased with that, with this, I should say. Because I was worried about it. I didn't think we were going to be able to get it done in time. So we want to attack over this way. We also want to attack over there. And so let's go ahead and have like one tank attack over there, and then like just one motorized to attack. And then the rest of these guys, let's go ahead and start attacking over this way. And then we're going to take these troops here and send most of them over there and one over that way. Alright, Sweden has capitulated. It doesn't look like we're going to win here, so let's just go and pull it back then. And then have maybe a couple of these infantry, or just one infantry would probably be enough. Let's let our organization get back up, and then we'll do another attack here. Or we can, you know what we could do? We can kind of flip-flop them in and out based on their organization. And that's one way we could get the win. Hopefully, anyways. And there we go. We are green now. Excellent. Let's just go ahead and take all of them now. And maybe not. Alright, green now. Fantastic. And we can switch up our government. Get ourselves another military staff. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go army maneuver to get that speed bonus. You know, I like that speed, guys. And we got the improved anti-tank upgrades. And you know what? I hate when I do that close to the battle because it's very loud. We are in 1942, so could get the 1942 artillery techs, but I think we should instead prioritize getting. Oh, I think we actually already have somebody. Yeah, we already have that. Never mind. So we'll prioritize infantry equipment. I think that'd be the best thing to get first here. We sunk some submarines here. Nice, excellent. Yeah, very, very good. Our naval bombers here should have some experience from the submarines and stuff they've sunk. Not much. Yeah, barely any. Alright, so not much experience on that front. Let me just take a look if we have any planes we can send out. Not yet. We'll wait till it gets a little bit higher before we send them out there. And of course we are still having the issues with the fuel, man. So, I mean, we're training a lot of ships up, so that's part of the reason why. How are we doing on our ship situation? Because I know we have. Okay, so we almost have this one done. They're going to be done on the 17th of March. And you know what? Let's go ahead and build a second one because I don't think we have any upgrades for them. I'm pretty positive we've gotten nothing new. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten anything new for them. So this is fine. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there's nothing new for them. So we'll go ahead and set it up to build the second one. And yeah, that looks pretty good. And I'm not entirely sure why fuel. I think the fuel's so bad because of the situation over here. If I had to guess. How are we doing on infantry equipment? Or excuse me, on just equipment in general. See if there's any adjustments we want to make here. Change up. Because we need to train. We need to keep these troops training. I always need to keep these guys training. And do we want to build one more? You know what? We won't. We're running short on the motorized equipment, clearly. You know what? We will do one more. And we got those guys going. Let's do more infantry. We almost have enough experience to make adjustment there. Okay. To the mountain troops, which we still haven't named. Oh. Well, we got to fix that. Yeah, we're going to have to give those guys a name. Let's just get 10 more of these guys. I'm okay with manpower, I suppose. Hopefully. All right. So just trying to get this done. Get Copenhagen into our hands. That does give us all the resources here. Once we get that, there we go. So all those factories and dockyards and civilian factories. Lovely, lovely goodies. All right, so let's go and get our troops coming over here and give them a planning bonus. And we are ready. Yeah, we're absolutely ready. In fact, we need to go ahead and start building forts. Let's just do one fort here, because I actually want to, or we'll do 2 forts here, but what I mean by 1 fort is that we're not going to build on this side, because I'm really hoping we can win here and then build forts there, and then we'll have the river penalty no matter which province they attack. So we'll try and make that happen. I don't know if our 10 divisions will be able to win or not, but we should hopefully control the skies. We need to build that air base up a bit more as well. I don't think there's anything else we need to do there, but let's go and get these factories and dockyards assigned. I don't think we got, you know, let me not talk shit. I know we have the steel there and the aluminum, but did we get anything from here? We did not. All right, so no goodies there. But let's get these factories and dockyards assigned. We have 8 factories. Okay. And as far as like shortages, motorized light tanks and anti-tanks is where the shortages are at. So let's go ahead and pump towards that. We got support equipment looking kind of good. Anti-tanks are still pretty low, so we'll go into the 6 there. You know what, let's also get the tanks and more into motorized. And I think we're pretty solid on planes right now. I mean, we've invested a lot into planes. I really want to get this equipment built out. Let's go and get these infantry equipment, you know, upgraded. I think that'd be wise. Let's get more support since we know we're gonna need those. More anti-tanks, more tanks, and last, not least, motorized. We do need to assign more dockyards out as well. So let's do, I want to wait. I'm not going to build a bunch of these cruiser or these submarines. I don't think that would make a whole lot of sense because they're the old submarines. Let's do more into convoys. I'm not happy with our convoy situation. So more into convoys and more into the Tomas Cruises. We still have another 4 dockyards. Okay. Well, I guess we'll put those into destroyers then. One more into convoys. All right, so that looks pretty good. We are extremely short on some resources. We have this, so we can take that down. Won't this faction be defeated soon? We're gonna have to take a look at that. Yeah, I think Norway needs to be beaten though. I think they're the leader of the faction. So once they're defeated, I think we don't need to. Yeah, I think we'll have the peace treaty. And I'm really hoping to annex Denmark. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to though, because we're a democracy. Oh yeah, we don't have any. I don't know what to see. So steel is our shortage right now. So let's trade for steel. Okay, so that looks pretty good. It's kind of a bummer though, because we got all those civilian factories and we just had to use them for trade. But whatever, nothing to be done about it. I do want to start building some civilian factories, but we have other stuff we need to get. We did get all this equipment from the Danish. I probably should have waited to see how we were looking on equipment for after, after they were defeated. And you know what? This has changed this up too by quite a bit. Damn it. All right, so that's good. Well, next factory will go towards torpedo bombers. It's fine. Again, we already invested a lot into our planes for quite a while there, so it's about time. Actually, we don't need to build an airbase over here because we have an airbase right here that we can make use of. All right, very good. Iceland takes control of foreign affairs. I've seen that before. What we want to do is want to take a look and see if anybody besides Norway needs to be beaten. No. Once Norway is defeated, and Iceland did join the Japanese faction. All right, does that mean that they can pull in Japan against us? I want to say it does. Yeah, we might find ourselves being forced into war with Japan. Okay, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, we have the Norwegians at 67% towards capitulation. And I want to see if I improved my numbers against Denmark. They killed 170, or we killed 176,000 of theirs, and they killed 54. All right, haha. Now we have better numbers than them. It took us completely overrunning all their troops over here, but yeah, we did it. So yeah, once Norway is defeated, guys, this faction will be completely defeated, and there'll be a peace treaty, which means I'm hoping we'll be able to annex here. We'll just have to find out what happens. At the very least, I mean, what is our participation rate? I should look at that. Oh shit, we only have 3% participation. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything. That's a shame. I think all of it's going to the Soviet Union. Yep. So when there's a peace treaty, basically this was for nothing. Shit. Yeah, that sucks. Even though we occupy it, I'm pretty positive it's going into Soviet Union hands. This whole thing was for nothing, guys. Damn. The fucking peace treaty system, guys. I fucking hate it. Like, we occupy this and the Soviet Union is gonna push us out. My troops are here. I'd like to see you push me out, USSR. I just hate it. I know that's why a lot of people use that mod. I don't use it with vanilla because I know a lot of people don't like it. I'd be more open, some people see it as cheating, and I'm talking about the mod where you control the peace treaties. A lot of people see it as cheating, and they don't like when I use it. I'd be a little bit more open to using it here when we're already using another mod. But I don't know if it works with other mods. I think it does. I want to say it says that it does, but I'm not entirely sure. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And we are now at war with Japan, by the way. We have been pulled into that. So we are now in the larger conflict. Okay. So hopefully they don't have any ships patrolling in the Mediterranean. Sometimes Japan does like to send ships over here. I assume they're not. They have their own issues over here right now. They've got a lot of problems. As you guys can see, they are losing in China. The Dutch East Indies, they're losing in there as well. I mean, yeah, I don't expect that they are going to be able to do anything there with their ships besides defend. So yeah, we're going to have to pull all these guys back. Ugh, that sucks, man. So we did all this for nothing. Like, I mean, I guess we got to use their factories for a little while, but was it really worth the 50,000 something men that we lost? I guess it might be, but I mean, we got the resources for a little while, but yeah, it just kind of sucks. It's just mere moments here, and they'll have Norway defeated, and then all of it goes to the Soviet Union. Hold up. Government contested. How's the government contested? Don't we have like 100% democracy? I guess it could mean like contested between different democratic parties. Nope, that's not what it means. There's communists and fascists. Okay, so let's read this. With an upcoming election, people are beginning to question the capability of the current administration to pursue the ongoing war. Spain has suffered greatly, and popular opinion has turned against those who seem to be leading our nation to defeat. While our people are determined to see the war to the end, they would rather see another government ending it. So, typical paradox event here that does not reflect anything that's happening in your country. So everybody's mad because we're losing the war. I'm pretty sure we're winning, but we just defeated Denmark. But whatever. Just terrible event choices here. We can either lose political power and stability, or gain both of those, but then have a change in popularity in communism and fascism. Now, I typically say, I don't need any more communist and fascist support, but you know what, guys? We tick democratic support up so quickly because we have, we have a leader that does that. We still have that Democratic guy in here, because I don't think there's anybody else for us to get. Yeah, there's nobody else for us to get, so we still have him. So that ticks it up. And then we also have, I believe we still have it. You know what? I'm not entirely sure if we still have that or not. Let's just take a look. Yeah, we do still have the daily democracy support. So we tick it up so quickly that it's not really a problem. So let's go for this and get the free political power and stability. Why not? Sure. And as you guys see, it did only tick up by 2% because then we lost the political power bonus from having, 100% democratic here. We're down to 86%. So almost got our war goal with Portugal. And it actually looks like it's the end of the episode, unfortunately. Such a bummer, man, that we're going to lose this. I mean, I'll wait till the peace treaty. Yeah, we'll wait until Norway's defeated to see exactly what's going to happen here. I guess we can go up to speed 5. I didn't realize I was on speed 3 this whole time. My bad, guys. We'll go up to speed 5 and get a little bit more progress done here. And yeah, everybody canceling Lend-Lease. That's not surprising at all. And let's get these guys training up. Whoa. Going to there. Alright, just destroyers training right now. Okay. So, yeah, we'll make a little bit of progress here on speed 5, and then we'll end the episode. As I know we didn't make a lot of time progress. And I really want to get this done. So that's what we're waiting on. 8 days, get the focus. We did convoy escort. So do we want to keep moving down there? We do have 1942 text to research now at this point. But you know what? I kind of feel like, yeah, we should just always have a naval, something for the Navy going. So let's go with this heavy cruiser organization, strike force organization loss, and submarines. You know what? We'll go for the submarines for right now. We are going to have quite a few subs out there. So having them get some bonuses would be nice. So yeah, we'll end the episode with getting this focus and the war goal. Though, do we want to declare war immediately? Probably not. Our advantage is lost here, where they didn't have any troops guarding. Now there are. So what we should probably do is get these guys up to 24, put a couple more divisions over here, essentially get like these divisions here done training, which they are done. All right, so let's put one over to here, just kind of like balance them, since they are a bunch of cruddy troops in that army right there. And then take one, put them over here, take the motorized and put them into the red army, and in fact, oops, I don't think I did that right. What I think we're going to do is create a second red army a second red front to try and go after the ports over here. You know what, maybe we should concentrate them. Yeah, I think we should probably concentrate them. This one's going to be harder, there's a river penalty. So we'll get this port first, and then we'll have the red army come over here and attempt to get that next port. So Mongol United Autonomous Government has capitulated. Okay. So, I don't know. These guys aren't even in a faction. They're democratic, though. Interesting. Spread democracy by force. All right, so we did get the focus. That allows us to... We have a war goal now against the Portuguese. This is a war goal against Italy if we needed it. Gives you claims. Then we have the Venezuelan ones, and yeah, these would be later on. You know, we're going to fight the Axis first. So let's get some other focuses that would be immediately beneficial. Let's go with the develop new doctrines. We do need to change those mountain troops up. We're not quite there. We need 25 experience. So that'll be helpful towards that. We need to get the submarine one as well. And yeah, that's mainly it. We could go for this route as well, but let's do this one first. That gives us a land doctrine bonus as well. Like I said, I think there's 4 to 5 land doctrine bonuses left for us to get. And yeah, that's actually going to be the end of the episode, guys. That's all, folks. We do need to go ahead and end it here. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. It's another peace episode. I mean, we finished up Denmark. I guess there's that. We're about to lose control of that, as I said. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose it. I'll try, but I'm guessing the Soviet Union will get the peace treaty first, and then they'll do everything. The Allies won't get nothing from this. Though maybe the Soviet Union will get screwed over the way that I always get screwed over, and the Allies will get the peace treaty first, and they won't get to do nothing despite having almost all the participation. I doubt it, though. It never works in our favor that way. So we'll just have to see how it ends up going, guys. But as I said, I do expect that the Allies won't be able to do anything in this conflict. Yeah, I mean, you can see that we're not... Wait, no, it's this one. Actually, hold up. This is weird. It's all... Okay, so it's all part of the Japanese-British. All right, so yeah, 2% here, 8% for the British. A few more for Allies here. But yeah, overall... The Soviet Union has 61% of the conflict, or the war participation in this conflict. So yeah, I just don't, I'd be really surprised if we were able to get anything done here. We'll see, you guys. We'll see what happens. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. Hope to see you on that next episode, and thanks for watching, guys.